Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Stage 3 of the U.S. Nationals. We are moving into our final matchup of the night. You heard that right. It's our final matchup of the night. It's a short night tonight, as unfortunately we had Luminosity drop out of their game versus Disrupt. So Disrupt automatically went through to our third and final match of the evening, and they're now going to be going up against 2Faced for our first slot in the Western Conference qualifiers for Stage 3.
Yes, so the first game of the day, we all saw how versatile 2Faced were, but now they're going to go against much better competition. Disrupt Gaming, they're a name that we all know in the scene. A lot of big gunners coming from this roster, and one player in particular that I'm really excited to see is going to be Yeti. So taking a look at this roster is going to be Yeti, Spades, Thumbus, Reed, and Rainbow.
And that, of course, is going to be your roster step into the play for them today. Yeti, I believe, being the newest addition being thrown in.
No, not Yeti.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Yeti is a fixture. He is the man on this roster.
So who is the fifth that got swapped in for?
Is it Rainbow?
I suppose it's Rainbow.
Casters do you?
Okay, yeah. So
yes, it's Rainbow. There it goes. I didn't know either.
Honestly, I probably just could have looked at like the team history and figured this out.
You know what it was?
That's just me not knowing how to use the ESL website.
We enjoyed our vacation way too much.
A little too much. We've had a month, folks.
Yes.
Apologies for that. But we got 2Faced, and we know who they are because we just saw them play. So we're safe there. We've got Dream, Filthy, Crazy Creators, and Butters coming into the matchup tonight for these guys.
So, yeah, I really love the roles that these guys play. They're so dynamic. So, these two rosters' face is going to be a barn burner because Yeti and the rest of the players on Disrupt Gaming, they know how to run the map, work things in their advantage, and really take over, and they win gunfights. Yeti is probably going to be the scariest player in this entire game right now. So 2Faced, even though that they pretty much had a scrim to warm up for this matchup, they're really going to have to bring it this time around. It's going to be all about the map choice.
And also, you have to be careful as well when you have a match like that, like a 7-1, because that can give you a little bit of like a false sense of security, a little bit like almost like confirmation bias to yourself, to that like, oh, we're doing great, like, you know, let's roll right into this one, and then you just get trucked the first round, and then you're so lost after that first round. It's like, what the heck happened, guys?
Yes.
We were doing great in the last match. What's this?
The story between these two matchups, to me personally, I feel like these two teams have really strong hard breach and anchor players. That's going to come down to it because we all know that the Romans, they're going to get their kills. Crazy's going to, Filthy's going to get his kills. Butters is going to get his kills along with Yeti, but it's going to be all about the people that are in the background. Those are going to be the guys you're really going to have to depend on this matchup. So we're going to see who the hardest working players are on these rosters coming up soon.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of focus, of course, on Rainbow because I just got it confirmed. He is the newest addition, so it is Rainbow.
Yes. Spades isn't a pushover as well.
Yeah. So we'll see how Rainbow does in this one, of course. Coming in with the namesake of the game.
Yeah.
Literally just taking the name from the game.
It's
so we'll see. It's Rainbow in Rainbow. You know, he's got to do good.
Right. It's so unique.
It's going to be bad if not. Let's take a look at the map we're going to end up on for our final match of the night. And Clubhouse. Okay. Is where we're going to end up on for our final one. So we're sticking with a more traditional map, I suppose, for US. So we've had a lot of Clubhouse games, especially starting from like Stage 2. For some reason, Stage 1 we didn't get a lot of it, but it like really became popular in the meta once Oregon got knocked out, and it became the new Oregon, I think, in my opinion, in a little bit of a way.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are going to Clubhouse right now, and this match is going to be no different.
Yeah, Clubhouse and Consulate we see all the time now. I love it to death. But yeah, going into this matchup, we all pretty much know how these sites are ran. It's pretty much generic. There's not a lot of trick strats you can really throw out there. So both of these teams should know exactly what they're walking into with this matchup. And it's a CL level talent, baby.
Absolutely. It's going to be a bare knuckle brawl.
Right.
That's the one.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. And the
winning team gets to take a couple weeks off.
Whoo, right, exactly. And then have a chance to play for a spot to go to land. So I know, so Yeti made it last time for US in 2018. Can he have the repeat?
Well, we're going to find out about that, but we also want to remind you guys about some awesome stuff that we've got going on in the community, like our Venmo Spotlight. $700, including $500 for our first place winner, is going out every single week. And Veli and I, along with Stokes when he gets here, are picking the winners. Make sure to get your submissions in. All it has to be is a clip related to Rainbow Six. It doesn't have to be a clip from this stream. It could be a clip from Pro League. It could be a clip from your stream. It could just be a clip from you and your friends playing. And it can be funny. It can be awesome. Make sure to submit it with the hashtag Venmo Community Spotlight when you upload it. And also, make sure, most importantly, to submit it to this link down below at esl.gg/Venmo 2Faced-R6USN. That link also has all of the necessary rules for the contest. Like we said before, Veli and I pick the winners usually around midday Friday European time, so make sure to get your submissions in by then, or you'll risk missing the cutoff, and we'll move you to the next week.
One thing I would like to say, a little bit of advice, whenever we look over film, by the way, 61% for Disrupt Gaming. Disrupt Gaming has a large fan base. They have an amazing fan base, so this was expected. But a little bit of advice for you guys out there that are entering clips. Make sure you enter them as soon as possible. Don't enter it on Monday or whatnot. But also... What was that? I wonder if the chat heard that. But a little bit of advice.
Now we have to contemplate if that was just in our production ear or if that actually went out to the stream.
I'm going to watch the VOD. Chat, are we alone on this?
I really hope that was someone's like voice comms from the game that just leaked through somehow.
That was actually,
I don't even know if that can happen,
but yeah, if you submit clips of an ace and the ace takes like 20 minutes long, production means everything. If we have to sit down there and watch an ace for 5 minutes, shorten those clips. Take off some of that dead time, bring it together, make it look good, and that would help you guys out a lot. Trust me. But the two first bands is going to be Maverick and Capital.
All right, guys, let's get into it here. Maverick, of course, being knocked out due to the utility he has of trying to deal with those side walls on the balconies, both of the upstairs side. Capital, of course, the great utility for Execute. Echo, we explained on the last map, just basically a little bit too much of an annoyance to deal with. And Mira, of course, also aligning with usual meta trends. This is pretty much like the meta ban right now for this map here. The only thing different is maybe instead of the Maverick, would have had like a Jackal knockout, but that means Jackal's in, which actually is a very rare sight in recent times. It should be interesting because I'm definitely going to assume he's going to get used.
Yeah, Jackal should definitely be a fixture, but Maverick's pretty much an instant ban on this map. Capital, we've seen a lot of good Capital use, especially when it comes to helping out with hard breaches. He gets behind lines and he's able to put down those fixating bolts to go ahead and get rid of those bandit batteries. And we're going to go to Church and Arsenal room for the very first round.
Makes sense. Start out in the basement. This also says we probably don't see a Jackal in the first round. It may not see one. Just roaming in general is a little bit harder on this map. You don't always need an anti-roam on the attacking side, especially not for the basement, because at most you're going to have like one player out in the open. It'll be a little bit harder to rotate back down to the basement once you're committed away from it, and once the attackers have moved their way into the building, because they can pretty much just swarm in the first floor with no risk to themselves and get good control there, usually making it impossible for a roamer to rotate back if they're playing second floor. They get cornered somewhere.
Yeah, so we saw the polls, but I want to see what you guys think in the chat. Chat, I want to know now, are you guys going for 2Faced or Disrupt? And I have a photographic memory, so I don't want to see you guys switch up later on in this map. I feel like this is going to go down to, I would love to see this go down to overtime. Both of these teams deserve a spot, and it makes me sad to know that somebody's going home today.
Yeah.
Even though they're playing from home.
Yeah. They're continuing to be at home, I suppose.
They're going to turn off their computers in the most depressing fashion.
They're going
to
walk to the kitchen frustrated for about 5 minutes.
So let's see if Butters & Co. can go ahead and pick things up. Jumping into round number 1. Here we are, right under 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's see what 2Faced is going to do their turn on attack. We have Zofia, which is going to be Butters going right in the garage, and yeah, he has no fear at all. He's going to run right in and clear out this area.
He's going to go and he'll get that Claymore over the oil pit just to make sure that no one tries to pull a flank off against these guys. And we'll start droning forward. Catches the player over here towards the blue stairs. And Spades will very quickly respond to that by hopping into the stairs in case he needs to fall back, which may be a possibility here soon. Push is coming out from Zofia. Spades actually a little bit scared of that. He doesn't want to stick around, wait for the next peak, so he backs out completely and heads downstairs.
That was extremely ballsy from Butters. Even though the intel was on the side, he tried that little quick peek pre-fire. It was unable to connect, but he did cause that player to go ahead and retreat right down to blue. So 2Faced still doing extremely well so far when it comes to clearing out these roamers and pushing them all in the sight.
So the wraparound here from Butters. Still trying to deal with the player behind the big AC unit in the back there. I believe that is where we ended up seeing Spades retreat to, so he's going to be sitting behind that now, looking to waste time after he wasted a little bit of it back over towards those blue steps. The defense will very much focus on the site, as you would come to expect here for your general basement attack. Bit of spam coming in from Dream, not really going to find much from that, unfortunately. And we still sit at an even 5v5 as 2Faced is trying to open up as many angles as possible to allow for this attack to happen.
Yeah, Crazy's doing a phenomenal job with Buck right now. Unable to pick off anybody at the moment, but he's still clearing up lines of sight with self-destructor from the skeleton keys. And Brainbow misses the C4 throw. It was so close, a few feet off. He was unable to get that kill after using post to find out where the player was right above him.
I do really appreciate our Rainbow's name is Brainbow, by the way. way. The amount of times I meme with friends and just call this game Brainbow.
I want to see all the big brain plays come from this guy.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
It has to happen.
Otherwise, he's got to change his name just back to Rainbow. I won't take that claim lightly. Thumbus, though, dropping in, or rather stopping the drop in from Crazy as he tries to work his way forward on the buck. He'll get taken down first with 50 seconds left on the clock here. Now it's all up to 2Faced. They've got to force the issue here. Disrupt, they're playing an incredibly passive defense. A little bit of a peek there from their pulse just to say, hey, it won't take any damage from it. It'll safely fall back. Butters as well, given an opportunity to do damage to Spades, but not finding any.
All right, 35 seconds left to go. Butters still at the top of these blue stairs for Zofia. Showing out a little bit of utility and coming down the ladder. The drop down, Spades, unable to win the gunfight, so Spades is going to retreat. Butters is going to catch him on the rotation. Dream picks one up as well. 20 seconds left to go with a Toxic Babe currently going out. Yeti surprises Filthy, evening the odds. It's going to be 3-3.
Flank going down now by Dream. They've got good control in order to do that. Reed trying to boo his best to wrap back around into this, but it's not going to. Actually, no, they'll trade each other. Butters and Reed both go down. Now it's coming onto Yeti, along with Thumbus to clutch this, and 2Faced still the player down as well. It's all on Dreams for the clutch right now to try to bring them back. He's going to find one. Down now, so close. No, manages to knock out Dream. Yeti clutches it out instead with just a sliver of health remaining as well. 5 HP max. And there you have it. Round number one is going to just barely, but it will go to Disrupt.
With the teabag, Yeti let him nose balls. Yeti comes up with a huge play. Dream almost had the clutch, but Yeti was way too much for him, winning the 1v1 at the end. And
just testing his crouch key.
Yeah, just torqued on the dead body for good measure. But I said it, man, Disrupt, they have a lot of phenomenal playmakers on this roster, so you really can never count them out. But you saw the back and forth going throughout both teams. But now we're going to go to gym and bedroom. Still not seeing CCTV just yet. But great play so far if that first match was an indicator with how the series will go.
Keeping the Pulse in play here too for it as well. Actually, never mind. Pulse going to get 6 picked out to a Valkyrie instead.
I like this.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, to a Bandit. Never mind.
All right.
A little bit indecisive here, Yeti is. But that one makes a lot more sense. We don't have a mute. We do have a Cade, obviously, which could work, but the Bandit batteries are still going to be a lot more direct, and then you've got the ability to trick with it too. It's a little bit harder to trick, I think, with the Cade ones. You have to be a little bit more precise with the timing.
And a really cool thing about Yeti, especially playing on Bandit, is that, like Thinking Nate, a player with that type of utility, even when you think about, the Europeans with Penguin and whatnot, the fact that he can slay heavily on this operator while still being so important with his utility use, I mean, it's really good to have a player that's really good on both sides of the bridge. So let's see how the step is going to be. We see Brainbow setting out a few evil eyes so far as 2Faced. They're going to drone around and find the best way to attack to try to get their first win this game. Disrupt currently in the lead. I know they do not want it to let go at all. Well, they do not want to let go of that at all. We're now going to be in the action phase.
All right, guys, so let's get into it. Let's see exactly what 2Faced are going to bring to the table here for this next one. We're going to see them more than likely start to push over onto the roof first. Crazy's got his time to kick butt thing arm on there as well. He's in gamer mode right now.
Full gamer mode. He doesn't have the Gucci shoes, so he's halfway. He's halfway there.
He's got to step up to that. He's still going to get the GG shoes.
The Spades looking through this little opening under the window. Unable to see anybody cross by just yet. Oh, and then the rappel comes out.
Oh, he saw it.
Oh, he almost missed a headshot, but he cleans up. Spades able to take Filthy out. And we still have 2 minutes left to go. Such a quality kill, taking out Habana, a hard breacher from 2Faced.
Yep, hard breacher gone, and that could be a very useful hard breacher too, considering, the turnaround for Butters though onto Thumbus. There goes a electrified defender there. It's going to be able to stop any attempts to reinforce anything that's gone down. More than likely, he's already got both of those out, so that's still going to be what's the pressure on Yeti to be tricking at this point, not necessarily on the Cade.
Yeah, Disrupt definitely forcing a fight, trying to stop 2Faced from entering this building at all costs. Doesn't matter what side of the building they're currently in. But Butters, with a little bit of pre-fire, unable to connect currently. Shooting down the door to get a better look, and wondering what his plan is. But Crazy on CCTV balcony right now. He's going to hold down that line of sight. Wow, hard breach is successful. Going in a hallway, peeking in the bedroom.
All right, so double reinforces inside of the bathroom, I believe, is where Yeti's going to try and hold himself over on the second floor here. In the meantime, yeah, we've got Yeti setting up in the bathroom. Actually reinforcing both of those, it looks like. Usually one of those gets left a bit soft, especially if you have a mirror to play into, but not going to take chances on it here, which means our attackers have a little bit more work to do if they want quote-unquote easy attack onto this site. Otherwise, they'll have to play with the windows and try to wrap around that 90 angle, which is going to be the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yeah. Reed and Rainbow definitely have a great chemistry going on with this lineup, and with the Toxic Babe going out, it's going to stop the gym entry. With this small peak, Reed is looking to pick up one is Crazy Dez across the map, taking Spades currently out the game. Creators picks one up as well, so hey, 2Faced starting to catch a little bit of fire as Butters picks up a double kill. It's going to be a 4v1.
They're going to try to go for the hop out here, and now Reed going to be able to hold on to himself, interrupts the plant in the process, though not doing that much damage from range, but still enough for the down, gets a second confirmation on a kill right there, brings it into a 2v1, but fails to notice the player out on the balcony, and that's where Creators will shut things down for 2Faced as they get the traded round and set us up at 1-1.
Clubhouse is a very hard site to go ahead and attack, so the fact that 2Faced were able to pick up a round and tie things up 1-1 against Disrupt, that is really good. So now we're going to go to CCTV, a really common site whenever you play this map. Let's see if Disrupt can go ahead and take the lead once more. Thumbus, he's going to be unbanded this time around. As Yeti is going to go back to his roaming nature. That's what I wanted to see, man.
It's hard to roam on this map. That's the problem. You have such limited room to do so. CCTV Cache is one of the best sites to roam on. In fact, I think it's like the most versatile site for roamers because generally you still have good control of the area below you, like over towards like stocks, and then kind of leading into almost to the stage and bar area a little bit. So they've got a lot more room to roam there, whereas you don't have that much freedom on other sites. Bedroom kind of, again, the same thing with like that bar area, but I think it's a lot riskier on that site personally.
So far, Filthy, he died early last round as a hard breacher, which was a huge blow to his team, even though they were still able to get the win out, which I'm going to have to give a lot of credit to them. But Butters has been going off. Butters has been better, and he's getting better as each round goes by. He is the standout player for me at the moment for 2Faced. But it's still a team game. The rest of these players, they're doing a great job. Bait and switch and holding down angles. Just a buddy system and a refrags. This has been on point.
So in the next round, we're going to go, and we'll see if Disrupt is going to be able to challenge this one back on a different site, which they weren't able to hold control of Gym Bedroom that well, so we're hoping things go a little bit better for them here on CCTV and Cache. 2Faced, meanwhile, bringing their attacking rotation out once again. Very similar to what we've had in the previous round. Zofia for the entry power, double hard breach, along with, of course, the needed Thatcher here in order to destroy some of the barricades past the walls.
Oh no, Creators is walking by Space. He's currently close. He knows exactly where he is, but the Claymore currently going down. Spades knows better than to make that right now, or I would hope so.
He's going to know that there's two going up on the balcony. Of course, we'll probably wait for them to be a lot higher before he attempts any sort of run out. Simply they would be checking for it right now. Creators gets a good drone down in the process there too, so we'll catch anyone running out through the stock room. In the meantime, there is going to be a little bit of action. Some shots being fired out. I believe that may just be someone posturing and trying to open up a door or something like that.
Yeah, the double hard breach setup is definitely vital if you're on attack. Not only to get in the CCTV balcony, but also back in the garage to open that up and have another entryway going in. But with the EMP going out, they're going to try to get right in the CCTV. Let's see if... Oh no, Crazy throwing out a frag grenade to make sure the batteries were destroyed and the hard breach was successful.
Yeah, if they lost the Hibana, on this side, it'd be a lot bigger of a deal. Thankfully, that hasn't happened. They've been able to keep everybody alive in the early round situation, as you wouldn't have been able to get those extra garage doors open and potentially have the backup if necessary, should the thermite fail.
A little bit of drone work coming in from Butters, and it's unable to see anybody just yet, but great drone placement. It's going to give him a nice eye the moment he jumps into CCTV. He has two drones still. The man knows how to save. I like that.
He's an economist.
Exactly.
Drone economist.
My drones are gone. I fire my drones off into the face of players and try to drink them.
I still play the game in ranked where I'm like, I have to ping the site for the
You have to.
And it's like, if my drone dies, it's worth it.
I just constantly ping them to be annoying.
Yeah.
But here we are
it's
now
great.
hitting. Oh,
it's great when you get a good drone spot that they like can't find and you just ping them from it, and it makes them really angry. You can tell because they're like frantically looking for it.
But under a minute left to go, we see Butt coming in, and he's going crazy with skeleton keys right now with explosions going off. You see the kill happen as Reed is going to be the victim of a headshot. Creator's picking up a kill in spades. He's going to go in and get the refract. It's going to be a 4v4. But Thumbus and Filthy, they're going to join both of their teammates right now with one kill apiece. With the C4 primed and ready, it's going to be all about timing and aim for Thumbus.
Thumbus trying to play this off sound intel primarily. He may have a camera to assist from dead teammates too, but We'll see if he gets anything on the way in here. He does have a yellow ping over the top. We're going to see that C4 roll in. I don't think it's anywhere near where he needs it to be, though. He's got to hold off against those flashbangs. And there you go, just peeks it instead. Oh, wow. These peeks from Thumbus. Instant headshots. He can't get the third. Filthy will trade that one back out, but we are down and pretty much out of time at this point. 2 defenders still standing as well. And there you go. Yeti finishes things off with a clean headshot instead. Disrupt, pick up round number 3.
Thumbus is a G for that. Thumbus took matters into his own hands and had a beautiful 2K, almost turning it into a 3K. Unable to get that last kill, Yeti was able to come around off the rotation and pick up the last kill to put Disrupt Gaming up 1. Great win. Great win for Disrupt Gaming.
Great crosshair placement from Thumbus there. Like I said, instant headshots, I think, both times. Yeah, obviously I had to spray for it still, but I'm pretty sure those were within the first 1 or 2 bullets, he got those guys dead. So really smooth stuff there from Thumbus. Interested to see if that's going to continue. Either way, though, Disrupt have cycled through the 2 rounds after they won their initial round on basement, so they're going to go back to basement now and try this one more time.
Thumbus and Yeti, yeah, Mozzie and Valkyrie, 2 great intel operators. One anti-intel, another one just pure intel. I'm going to love to see them off-site. But Spades is going to be on my man Castle. We need a wave check. Skin, by the way, Ubisoft, I know you're listening. Thank you.
What would the wave checks, what would the outfit be?
The outfit?
Yeah. What would the outfit be on the wave checks?
I don't know. I don't want them to overdo it, though. Like, I don't want, like, a gangster skin with, like, a guy with waves. Like, that's so typical. Like, it would look like Saints Row or something, you know? I want something that just looks smooth, man. Like, he could still wear his, his work uniform, just have him just dipping. Tell me you wouldn't buy it.
It could just be the headpiece, too.
It could just be the headpiece.
We don't even need a uniform.
That's all I need.
We just need the headpiece. Just for you.
Ubi, we would all be happy. We'd all be happy.
5 seconds left before.
But 2Faced, second round on attack. So the saying is, if you can win at least 2 rounds on attack on Clubhouse, that is a huge W for your team.
Yeah, and right now, 2Faced are in a good position to like try and trade these rounds. So they're looking really solid at the moment, especially if we end up going like the first basement attack was actually really close. If you remember, it came down to like 5 HP on the last player alive from 2Faced as well after they'd gotten into the site. So we could still see this one go into the favor of 2Faced and then potentially pick up another one if they go back to gym bedroom too.
All right, a little bit of slow time so far. Basically a secondary drone phase. You have all players getting to the right positions right now. Exothermic charge ready to go down here on the west balcony, and there's going to be no counter to that, so that's going to be an easy opening.
Door gets up. Thumbus, of course, does hear that, but whether he'll choose to challenge it or not is up to him. Right now, it's looking like that's going to be a big no. So he's going to start to fall back. Got a interesting...
Oh, Yeti.
It's done. Interesting defensive setup here overall from Disrupt as they're playing a lot more aggressively now, a lot more roaming presence obviously here too, whereas they had basically none the first time they played it. So I like that though from Disrupt, trying to constantly change the game up just to keep 2Faced guessing. Right now they're doing a really good job at that.
And the aggression from Yeti scared Butters enough to slow Butters down a lot. Okay, yeah, he wasn't able to win a gunfight. Oh, you see Thumbus currently going down. But Yeti's intimidation factor is definitely playing a key role right now. Spades, he finds himself in pretty much a 1v2 scenario if he goes up those stairs. But Filthy is able to spot him, so this might be it for him.
So let's see. Spades again being forced back. Makes a smart decision here, in my opinion, to fall back as a push. It'd be great if he could trade it 1 for nothing and just get out back to the basement for free, but that's a huge risk he'd have to take. And in reality, there's only a minute and a half left here, so 2Faced are going to have to push the site relatively soon anyway.
Yeah, this is taking a long time, especially, that's why the roaming presence is just so important, because whenever you have 2 really good gunners that are forcing the fight, I mean, it's really going to slow down the attack big time. And now we're at 1 minute and 5 seconds. This, yes, is a lot of time, but they still need to pick things up.
Timing for Crazy there, really unfortunate. Unscoped just as the player ran past his hatch. He was going to miss an opportunity for a kill there. Would have potentially set his team up for a 2-0 lead in this round. Now, 50 seconds remaining. They are going to have to start working their way into the memorial and then out into the church. Crazy still trying to punch castle barricades, so that's not going to happen. Where's the push here from 2Faced? Really hesitant. They're going in with basically minimum time. They've got to have a successful push here. It starts out well with damage onto Spades, and also Yeti gets caught trying to get aggressive. Spades will trade that back despite his low HP, though. Most importantly, the diffuser goes down just outside of Memorial towards 90. Oh, this hole in the bottom as well catches Brainbow before he can escape and get out of here. And at the end of the day, 2Faced, with very low time, are going to be able to crush this attack, catching Disrupt in multiple missed positions.
Tie it up.
Trying to get aggressive.
Tied up, baby. That's what we love to see. 2Faced fighting back, clawing for that victory. That was actually an impressive, dominating victory, in my opinion. 2Faced, with the amount of time that they had left, by the time they blew the hatches open and got in the sight. It was instant action, able to pick up kills. They were able to take out Rainbow off of his rotation, and everybody just fell one by one. Great play from 2Faced. Everybody having their role in this. But still, great roam presence coming from Disrupt, but it was not enough.
I think Disrupt are going to pull this back a lot more now because they played really aggressive there, especially when the execute came in, and that I think ultimately is what led to the loss for them here.
You know what I want to see from Disrupt? I want to see strong anchor play. That's one thing we have yet to see so far whenever 2Faced enter the site.
All right, well, let's figure out if that's what we're going to get from Disrupt or if maybe something different is in the cards. They got 2 rounds left on this defensive side before they're thrown onto the attack, and right now 2Faced are keeping pace with them, which is not a good thing for Disrupt's long-term game here. We'll see if they have just as much attack as well in a couple rounds, but for now, it's a refocus on the basement as they attempt to take it for a second time. It'll be their 3rd attempt on it, though, as 2Faced just won the last one.
I still want to see more from Rainbow. I want to see more from Rainbow. I'm not roasting you. I just have high expectations for you. I love your organization. I love your team. I know you're better than this. You're on post right now. I want to see you be a playmaker this round, especially as post.
We need some Rainbow level plays.
10 seconds to insertion.
As soon as this guy gets a C4 kill, I'm just going to shout, Rainbow! That's the
Yes,
case.
we need to. We just need an ad-lib. That'll be key.
It'll be like Flynn's interrogation call from USN.
Oh, that was, I love.
Dude, Flynn, like, I was casting with him with that, and he like blew up when he did that. Was awesome.
Dude, like I had
Interrogation!
I actually had goosebumps. That got me hyped.
That was dope.
That was my favorite interrogation call. But here we are right in the round number 5. The site is going to be downstairs in Armory and Church. You see how 2Faced can go ahead and attack. They won their last attacking round in dominant fashion. Can they do it again? Filthy opening things up in the kitchen. He's going to run right back out.
He just doesn't really like these wood barricades, so he's gonna.
Not at all.
Yeah, they make him angry.
The decor just doesn't look well.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
It's bringing down the neighborhood value, you know?
See you on the other side.
All right, so Bonashell's going to try to pop open this kitchen hatch real quick. I believe it's kitchen hatch as they try to work their way down. Got tricked, I think, though. Only 2 blew up, so it's not enough. Oh, and the Cade, this should get it, I think. I think he actually might have blown up his own Cade.
He did.
Oh, no!
Oh. I think the Cade would have stopped it.
It was going to hit it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That or it might have been just short, and
Like,
that's
it
why he
was
threw
so
the nade.
close.
Yeah. That might have been why he threw the nades. He didn't think he had it. So either way, though, he does end up destroying his own electric claw and misses the Hibana charges. That didn't get 2 more of them, as already 2 had exploded. Just needed 2 more, I think, for the actual hatch to blow open. Hibana accomplished that.
Lou, you know what game is good?
What?
When a hatch denial, the hard breach denial, is just as exciting as the gameplay. We're getting hyped for that. But here we are. Butter's already pushing the fight down the blue stairs. Oh, he saw an elbow.
That was a bait.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure from Thumbvis, and he took it.
And now the intel is there. They know exactly where Butters is. Butters has done a pretty good job holding down this area, though. I wonder if Filthy actually used all of Hibana's pellets. No, there's going to be one more. So I wonder if they're going to bring it down to central stairs and open up that bottom line of sight going into Church. Will that be the play?
I think that's what they're going to have to do, right? Because they need an angle here, and they don't have blue control yet. That's where Zofia is positioned at right now. So she's still looking against an enemy. Their best hope is going to be coming down main stairs, but they have like 3 players here already. They should have been able to deal with at least one of those reinforced walls in order to let the Hibana charge go through. But we'll see in a second, because Thermite charges weren't really used all that much either. And actually, we're actually going to see Thermite just kind of rolling in from the tunnel. So we got all kinds of angles being used here by 2Faced. Yeti's going to start to trade this back a little bit more, though. But Filthy trades it right back as he finds Rainbow. Yeti with the wrap inside, though. A nice catch. Catches Filthy with no awareness of the situation. Butters will take out Thumbus directly after that, though. And everything falls to Yeti. He's trying to play this as cautiously as possible, but ultimately just ends up walking into an angle right there. Dream will take him out. 2Faced pick up another round and actually take the lead from Disrupt on the attacking side of Clubhouse here.
Oh, nice shot by Dream, taking out Yeti. Yeti unable to get the clutch in the 1v3.
Oh no, the good night.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Talking trash. I like it.
The explanation point. The betrayal.
Say we're up on attack, you noobs. We're taking this. One more round until the roles change.
We'll see you in a round.
So 2Faced, I mean, the hard job is done. They won 3 rounds on attack. That is huge. But that still does not mean that they're going to get the automatic W's whenever they're on defense. Of course, it's going to be a close battle, but things are just that much easier when you're on defense.
That's very true. For 2Faced, at the same time, though, we've got them with potentially a 4th round coming up, meaning they only need 3 on the fence to be able to close out the entire match here. Disrupt need to strike true on this site. Thankfully, I believe they won this the last time they played it, so looking for just another closeout here.
I think that practice game helped out 2Faced a lot. But take a look at the effort from every single player on this roster. Filthy, Crazy, Butters, Creators, Dream, like, no one's getting carried. Everyone is playing their role extremely well right now. This is a well-oiled machine. 2Faced are looking so impressive.
Very good impressive. We don't have that front runner in Dreams like we had in the last game, which that could be somewhat excused, though, considering Dream just had, like, every single player from their previous opponents running at them every round. So
now that we're at CCTV, one thing to also notice is that 2Faced, they really haven't struggled at all when it comes to these hard breach battles. I mean, Disrupt, they really haven't had an answer to that yet. We haven't seen Kite really dominate anything at all. We haven't seen Thumbus do extremely well with Bandit or anyone else for that matter. But 2Faced, they always have a plan B to help them out. We always have a frag grenade coming in to destroy batteries while EMPs are being thrown on the other side. They always have 2 ways to get rid of the denial in order to get into their area. So let's see if they can go ahead and keep it up.
Yeah, we haven't seen any successful Bandit tricks that we've been able to catch on the stream anyway either, so that's also a big issue that Disrupt's working with. Thumbus has been able to find that impact. There's only been, I think, 1 round where he would have been presented with that opportunity, and he was busy in another position, and I don't even think they wanted to trick those walls, so it's been a little weird here for Disrupt in terms of their ability to try and stop the pushes from happening. This is one where they should absolutely be able to stop at least 1 attempt to break it open.
All right, Dream. Let's see if you can go ahead and make it happen. Thumbus all by himself on CCTV, and you see that window wide open there on the balcony. Filthy, he's going to try to... Oh, yeah, he was able to open up a little crawl hole in the back of the garage. As Rainbow is just chilling in rafters.
Thumbus, of course, trying to make sure that if he tries to trick this, he won't immediately go down with... Oh, the cross angle from Reed is brilliant. Catches Crazy just as he was going to try and throw a nade down, prevent the trick. Either way, the trick is not going to happen. Thumbus, again, is nowhere to be seen in this situation. Long gone. Dream, a great angle to try and take someone out. But unfortunately, he's only going to knock out half the HP there from Rainbow.
No. Great EMP throw to go ahead and get rid of that Evil Eye, so Maestro is going to be down a little bit of utility. But Filthy's still in the back way, trying to pick up a kill right now, unable to see anybody, especially the rotating Maestro, who's still at half health on the first floor garage. But Creators is going to pick things up, taking out Yeti.
Rainbow's going to be potentially in a problem here because last we checked on him, he was stuck in garage. However, I think 2Faced...
Oh, the pinch!
Perfectly done from Butters. A nice attempt from Spades to try and defend himself, but it won't work out. Filthy's actually got a little bit lucky that Thumbus is no longer, Rainbow, excuse me, is no longer here in garage, as he was stuck here a little while ago. Would have been able to easily catch someone crawling through the hole, but not going to be the case anymore. Rainbow's falling back all the way to blue stairs, in fact.
Yeah, Rainbow was forced into the long rotate, able to drop down ladder in the blue and rotate all the way around. And he's going to get the peek, and Butters! You do not peek Butters! He's on fire right now, getting a 2K this round. Peeking a corner is going to be Thumbus, though, trying to make magic happen for his team, as they're currently down 2v3. 35 seconds left to go, and there goes the hard peek.
That was an important kill that we just saw Thumbus able to get for himself. Unfortunately, it's down outside, so he doesn't have the angle to be able to keep pushing forward for it. And that means that Filthy can take up a spot over here towards the back stairs, prevent anyone from rotating back in. Thumbus will also be able to catch Filthy, but that means he looks away from Thumbus, who's over here. After he found Filthy, he also got Creators. Like I said before, Creators picked up that one trade on the inside, but it took him away. Now it's into a 1v1. Butters alone, and Thumbus swings up for the clutch. It's Disrupt to come out on top of this one as they take another round.
You'll love to see it.
The immediate
good night from Yeti. The space in between G and N for emphasis. Beautiful play from Thumbus. Thumbus willed that, able to get the 3K plus that last kill in order to win that round. He put the team on his back. Great play.
And just waved at us in chat. I think that's what that was. _/.
It's waving to the losers, I think.
Yeah.
But hey, it's tied up now. So 2Faced, they're going to have their turn on defense. A little bit of change of pace now. Let's see if their strategy is going to hold up as well as it did on attack.
It's time to see what 2Faced have to offer us here. A great start, though, coming out with 3 rounds on their attacking side. Would have been even better if they could take the lead, of course, but the 3-3 is good enough as long as they can get a solid 3-round run right at the start of this one. They're already up at map point. So we shall see if they're going to be able to accomplish that, or if Disrupt also have a little bit of firepower to bring to the table here for the attacking side of Clubhouse. Basement is, of course, the starting site, so just expect a pretty straightforward attack here from Disrupt.
From the graphic at the bottom of the screen, that's going to tell us that every round ended in every player dying from the losing team. Objective hasn't gone down, and we haven't won by objective just yet. This has been an all-out slugfest, but that's pretty much what you expect from these maps. By the time you get in the site, there's probably about 10, 15 seconds left, and it just becomes, hey, who's the best gunner at the end of the day? But still, I'm still high off of Thumbis's clutch that round. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Thumbis on Disrupt, but also Butters from 2Faced. Both of these players are doing everything they can to go ahead and win.
With those players fragging out here, it's certainly made the impact necessary for that attacking side. Also got a little bit of roaming presence coming out here for the first round on their defense too, as they're going to try and do actually pretty similar to what the Disrupt guys were doing when they played this site the second time, is they're going to try to have the upstairs presence here, basically just waste a bunch of Disrupt's time as they're trying to attack and force them to clear out essentially the entirety of the second floor, and then hopefully, of course, leave them with a small enough amount of time, or just outright kill them before they can get to the basement site.
Rainbow's going to have a pretty successful breach. Nobody's going to be there to go ahead and counter him, but Mozzie is going to be the one roaming to stop them whenever they open things up in the CCTV. So it's going to be all up to Filthy and his playmaking ability to see what he can actually do, but Butters is going to be with him as well. Butters is in construction, so that's a tight area where he's going to have a shotgun and an SMG, where he's going to, guaranteed to win these fights, as Filthy gets the first blood of the round, taking out Yeti.
Nicely done by Filthy. That means the aggressive strategy is working brilliantly. If Filthy wants to evacuate, now is the time to do so. A 5v4 advantage is all you need. Creators as well could do something similar here as too, but Creators probably has something set up specifically for this, as you can tell from the castle walls, so much more of a reason for him to stick around in that situation compared to Crazy, who's already kind of accomplished his goal.
The hard breaches are going to be pretty hard going down low with the fact that Yeti's dead, and there's going to be 2 frag grenades that aren't going to be in their hands, but with the rotation coming from Creators, he's going to go back in the site where everybody, they're just going to group up and hold hands now. This is going to be their hold. With 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go, let's see what 2Faced has under their sleeve so far. I wonder if the kitchen hatch is actually open. Not sure.
I don't think they would have got it open this early, but we'll see. I did hear a couple explosions. The bar one? Nope, they didn't get.
No, it's not open yet.
Nope, they only got Memorial.
No one's even around that area.
I don't even think they're going to go for it. They don't have time anymore. That's the problem.
Especially with Yeti going down, Buck is really important when it comes to opening things up, especially with the soft destruction. With the EMP going down, Reed is going to force the issue.
Yeah, it's not really going to be needed for their strat because they're going for a church push.
Yeah.
So thankfully you don't have to get that hatch. It's just a great second angle if you can get it. Obviously we've got like Filthy and a couple of the other guys that have fallen back and are ready to support if necessary. The 2 holes are going to get blown open into the church. What's Rainbow doing right there? Just jumping up and down. Reed's going to be able to find the trade that wanted Creators. And that'll take us into a 4 versus 2 as Filthy catches one with a C4. Trying to keep his vision alive here too, but it looks like he's safe for the time being. Dream, that's an easy pickup for him as Thumbis wraps right into it. And the last player alive for Disrupt also falls at the hands of Butters. It's 2Faced with another round.
Little did we know Filthy was actually discussing with that 2K to open things up for his team. 2Faced looking way too strong right now, but still the score is going to say otherwise. It's a really close game. 4-3, Disrupt can tie it at any given moment. But 2Faced on defense, like we've said plenty of times earlier on in this matchup, it's gonna put things in 2Faced's favor.
There's 3 more rounds needed for 2Faced here. If they can close out CCTV and Bedroom, then they just need to do one of those 3 sites one more time. And they have got it. They've got this match, and they most importantly got the initial slot here for Stage 3 in the West Coast Conference qualifiers, which is going to be coming up at the end of the stage. That's how you qualify for LAN, is by winning that separate bracket from this event.
The one thing that I really like about 2Faced, and other than Dream being absolutely dominant with the SMG and the shotgun, and you see him always playing that role, is the fact that the refrag is always there. Always. It is very rare that you see Disrupt kill somebody on 2Faced and the refrag isn't instantly executed. Meanwhile, on the other end, Disrupt, you have a lot of early frags that are stopping them, and I feel like that's really the main reason why Disrupt are currently down. Other than that, I like their strategy. I love their execution. Rainbow still is a Dunkin' Donut, but you know what? I still think this team is playing extremely well.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened with him on that last turn.
He was like crouching.
He must have like just peeked, and it looked like he was standing out there for a long time, and it just looked really bad on our perspective.
He saw the guy was like dancing.
But it legitimately looked like he was like just teabagging in front of his face for no reason.
It was
like,
a dance battle. I didn't understand it at all.
Trying to bring out the Chris Pratt Guardians of the Galaxy moment right there. It just didn't happen.
He
Wasn't
said,
feeling it.
I might not have kills, but I got moves on the dance floor. Poor Rainbow.
All right, well, we'll see what Rainbow can do in some of these future rounds here. Right now, it is 2Faced dominating the game at this point. Or starting to, anyway. Looking to swing this up to 7 rounds nice and quick. We're going to have to try and hold off the upstairs sites in order to make that a possibility.
Yep. So, this is pretty much going to be the basics right now. You have 2 hard breachers. Reed is going to try to get into garage, and Rainbow, obviously, he's going to go to CCTV balcony. But Yeti is going to open things up, a few hatches here and there, and I wonder what his role is going to be on this execution.
We'll see in a second, because he's going to have a good capability to try and swing in here and cause some havoc at minimum from potentially towards construction would be my guess. He's got nades too, so he might be useful in trying to get the hatch open, or excuse me, not the hatch, the wall. Either way, Thumbus is going to strike first, though. Actually finds Filthy, which is great, because that's the Bandit.
Bandit, yes!
He got the wall open too, so the Bandit actually wouldn't have been needed at this point in the round, but either way, probably part and parcel of getting the wall open was knocking out the Bandit too.
So even though the Bandit batteries aren't even necessary at this point in time, you're still missing a C4, you're still missing great fragging power coming from his gun. So, I mean, there's more than one reason why that kill was extremely important for Disrupt. Reed now opening up things into garage, while Butters
wants to shoot this so bad.
Butters wants this kill. But if he runs out, he's going to get clapped. Drone coming through, he's going to shoot that out the way, and yeah, Disrupt, they're ready to come in strong.
So Crazy might find himself pinched here in a second if he's not careful, because they've got a lot of players looking to work their way in through main door and the holes they just blew open in garage. We got a minute and 10 seconds left too, so Disrupt is getting this done very early in the round. They have a lot of leftover time remaining, and they may not even need it. Spades finds the second kill for them as he takes down Crazy. They're trying to nail the player on Catwalk. Quick little nade bounce, sends Creators into a down state. Second nade, I think it's going to be, no, it does finish him off. Nade's actually spread out pretty far. Dream trying to resist this push, but there's just so much pressure against him here, and he's got a side push as well. Butters, basically the only one that's going to have to hold this until we can see Dream commit to the rotate upstairs. Thankfully, Butters has the diffuser down. So there's still hope for them to close this out.
Yeti creep walking on Raptors. He's going to run into Butters in a few moments. It's just a matter of time, yeah. With the skeleton keys going off, Butters knows exactly where he is. Butters still alive after being trapped in the corner.
They gave Dream all the time he needed to rotate too.
Yeah.
Dream should be in construction by now. And there he is.
He's confident. The intel's on the side, and yeah, that's going to be an easy kill. Butters taking out Rainbow, able to get the 2K.
Trade was found in a Dream though, so it's all on Spades along with Thumbus to get it done, and the aggressive peek is their downfall. Thumbus finishes things off for Disrupt, and they keep us close at 4-4 between both teams.
That was so close. I kind of wanted Butters to go ahead and get that, but for the player that was on Maestro, he was pretty much, it was a tough luck moment. He was getting no support coming in from Lounge, and with 3 players from, Disrupt running in the garage, and while he was prone behind the barrier, he was unable to see him. They were just able to cook frags and throw him up. Nobody was shooting him from CCTV. Nobody was supporting him from Lounge, and he was a sitting duck in a 1v3 scenario. Where was his help? He needed that. And the help should have came. If you have 3 people focused on one guy, you can't tell me that there's not a player or 2 that are loose from a gunfight or whatever their responsibility is, to go ahead and make that rotation to help out their Maestro player. Maestro could have helped him out big time in that gunfight if they came to assist him.
It was Dream who should have been there in theory, because Dream is usually the first floor support when it comes to the roaming right there. But yeah, for some reason, I didn't really see what Dream was getting up to during that point in time in the round. Dream seemed busy otherwise and didn't end up showing up to that peak until about like 10 seconds after he died, when he tried to peek those 3 guys that already had him dead and had full control of Garage at that point.
Right. Butters on Jaeger, 12-5. 12-5. Butters, I love his confidence. It's not that he's being sneaky and getting lucky and whatnot. No, this guy is getting the 2Ks. He's holding down fights in situations where he shouldn't be alive. Like him and CCTV right there, he was alive for way too long. Especially getting that double kill after killing Yeti first and then killing Rainbow. That was a huge play for him. Unfortunately, they were unable to win that round, but he's still playing out of his mind as a roamer and as an aggressive player.
Ooh, assuming this is a good scene, this will be a nice little bit of intel at the beginning of the round. In fact, I think they did see it, and they're being really careful not to peek into it, because no, they actually didn't see it. He's got great intel right now. They could potentially like, oh no, there's no way they're gonna.
Oh no,
that's way off.
Premature too, man.
I was gonna say someone else could have done that, and then he could have just sat on the cam, or his teammate could have sat on the cam. Well, they're gonna potentially move in here quickly though. No, just to set up the Claymore. It looks like
So we wasted a C4 for fun to start off the game. Great start coming in from 2Faced right now.
It was a confident C4, that's what we call those. Just not on the mark, unfortunately. So that's going to be a Nitro Cell gone very early in the round. Rainbow trying to get an angle for his team to work with here as he basically just waits for the all clear to try and throw his charge onto the wall, and here we go. Quickly we'll look to open this up once again. No Bandit in position here for the defending team at all. They do have a Cade, but he is nowhere nearby, so they're not going to stop that wall from getting open. Nice and easy there for Disrupt.
And there is a lot of time left on the clock, by the way, but all players left alive still. But we have an open entrance straight in the CCTV from balcony. ADS is zapping a nade from midair, and it's going to be up to 2Faced to see how they're going to... No, it's up to Disrupt to see how they're going to go ahead and run into the site. This is a different look, because it looks like from the outside looking in, 2Faced, they're giving Disrupt everything right now when it comes to getting into CCTV. But they're stopping other necessary entries, such as the bottom of garage.
They are not letting him in the garage. Cade just successfully tricked the second thermite charge, and I think Hibana used all 3 of hers. Can we check Hibana? No, she still has 2. Okay, so she's going to do the one on the inside instead, and probably has one more to try and use on garage, but I think at this point, probably just going to bypass on the garage, considering how much time they've already wasted with trying to get it open. This angle into the site is probably going to be good enough for them if they do try to push garage here. But unfortunately, they're going to have to go through the main door, which is right into the crosshairs of that Maestro. So Yeti will strike first this time for the attack, though, as he finds Crazy.
Yeah, 2Faced are so spread out right now, so the refrag wasn't going to be available, but Creator's still going to be left alive. But cooking a frag grenade towards cast stairs. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and throw a stun grenade instead, as Dreamy's going to back right on out. SMG in hand currently. It's not going to be a shotgun this time around, and with a little spray, he barely misses a headshot.
He's so hard, too, because someone fell right outside. There's nowhere to go for Dream right there. Had to take the fight. Butters and Filthy are there to trade 2 more, though, right after the fact, and destroys that stairs push. So the trade is found. Spades finds another one, then does Thumbus, along with Brainbow, finally picking up a kill right there. I believe that might be his first in the game. Takes out Butters, and that is going to be another one for Disrupt as they push ahead now.
Yeah, interesting strat to say the least. I feel like 2Faced are spread way too thin. They really had no strong defense on site, and with that wide open hole over in CCTV from balcony, I'm wondering if the setup was so it would give the impression that 2Faced, they aren't really defending CCTV heavy, so if anybody did run in, they'll go ahead and pick them off. But with Disrupt, they said, no, this is way too easy. Let's go around instead of straight through the middle this time around. Going up cast stairs, Yeti was able to get a double kill to open things up, and that's really it. Maestro was disposed of, and it was a really, really flawless run for Disrupt.
All right, guys, so into our next round here. We've got 2Faced back in the basement. So far, this is the only site they've been able to win on defense. And they're looking to do it a second time to keep them in this matchup. As otherwise, with a successful Disrupt attack here, they're going to go right up to 6-4. Map and match point, potentially qualify Disrupt for the conference qualifiers. And they only need 1 more round to do it.
Yeah, they need 2 more to win the entire series, and that's going to be it. So, 2Faced, let's see if that comeback is going to be real. Butters with the TCSG-12. He's looking underneath that doorway. I guess to shoot a drone and wasn't able to see anything. So, pretty much prep phase currently ending. 5 more seconds left to go, and this has been a seesaw battle this entire series, back and forth. Both teams taking the lead, both teams tying it up. No team has been able to really set themselves apart by 2 rounds yet.
Yeah, no clear leader, essentially, here.
Yeah.
And it's been very seesaw in this situation.
But Disrupt, they can be the ones to create that combo breaker, and by winning this round, they'll go to match point, like you said earlier, Blue. But still, strong balcony presence right now as some pre-fires coming through to knock down these barricades covering these windows.
It's going to be against a basement attack, or basement defense, I should say. And 2Faced, while they had a lot of aggressive presence on the second floor the first time they attacked the site, along with things like a Mozzie, they've changed up the lineup a little bit and have gone a bit more turtley. So they're going to be focusing a lot more on the actual basement site itself, similarly to how Disrupt played their initial basement round back in round 1 of this game. So we're just looking to play kind of your standard basement defense here.
Yeah, the slaying prowess that was leaving Disrupt whenever Modiga left for Evil Geniuses, it worried me about this roster and organization, but it seems like everyone else picked it up on this roster. Of course, they're going to miss him, but they're doing pretty damn well without him. But let's see if they can go ahead and close out this game here on Clubhouse. Yeti utilizing skeleton keys, opening up a few line of sights. So there'll be nobody here as usual, but with 2 frag grenades in hand, he's going to cook one and eventually toss it.
Trying to make sure, of course, no one tries to peek over there towards the angle and stop the breach from happening, and that'll work out well. Rainbow's going to move over, actually whoop the one inside of stockroom here, too, and give them a little bit more access downstairs. Thumbus strikes first as well for Disrupt there. He's going to be able to find Filthy, I believe, peek it out from the AC unit. There you go. There's the Bloodstain to justify it. Down goes the Jaeger.
Thumb is so strong on the entry, taking out one of the strongest players on 2Faced currently. So Jaeger's going to be taken out the way. But the Sophia hold over on blue stairs, stronger than ever.
Don't think Creators is going to be able to get spotted by the Buck upstairs. And
oh, no!
He can get hit by a nade, though, and that's the problem. Wow, you don't see that in the kill feed very often. Creators actually dies to the Habana charges.
That's the first time I've ever seen.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had a symbol for that, to be honest. And we're also going to see another successful push be made by someone else on DG. Spades works his way back in. They try to hold this back, but ultimately it goes down to a 1v3 now, all on Butters to try and stop this from happening. The plant going down on the inside of Church now, and also contained. Oh! Butters with the scope in, though, and now we're down to a 1v2. Tries to go for a second at the edge of 90, but it won't work out. Reed finishes things off, and it's Disrupt now on map and match point.
This is it, Blue. Disrupt Gaming. They win one more round, and they are qualified to go ahead and play in the playoffs to go to LAN. This can be it. 2Faced, they're going to have to take it 2 rounds in a row
and then OT
take it to overtime. This is going to be rough. Disrupt Gaming, they're looking so strong. You have the entry fragging coming in from Thumbus. Spades has been on absolute fire, but I really love the play coming from Rainbow, Reed, and Yeti so far. This team, they're an absolute unit. But 2Faced, they have what it takes. But their early frags on Filthy, on both on both attack and defense, has been a huge blow to this roster.
Very, very close still, though, at the end of the day, but it definitely seems like the dichotomy is shifting to give Disrupt control over this matchup. 2Faced also going to go back to the basement, the same site once again. This is a very one-sided attack at the end of the day in the favor of Disrupt. 2Faced have to find a way to trade it back out, and if that means they go back to the roaming strat, that would be great. Operator line does not seem to align with that pattern of thought, though, as they kept everything the same.
You want to know the difference?
What's the difference?
Rainbow got 2 kills and Disrupt won 2 in a row. Look, he's highlighting. Mercy you. Rainbow he is the answer. Once he woke up, he turned his monitor on. That's the thing. It was
That's always the thing. Like, why it turned his monitor. I don't know why. It's really funny to me.
You know? So, Disrupt Gaming, can they close it out? This is it. Action phase now underway. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. That's all Disrupt Gaming needs in order to advance.
All right. Thumbus and the rest of Disrupt ready to push their way forward. They are going to go for that second floor clear first just to be safe, which, you know, they did it once on their own defensive round, and 2Faced did it once at the beginning of this half. So there is justification for why they need to spend a little bit more time just clearing things out upstairs, and it shouldn't take that long, as there is literally no presence outside of the basement right now for 2Faced.
Yeti with good pre-fire. There's going to be nobody there yet on his way to bomb site. But still doing the usual. I was going to say, okay, he's not droning, he's peeking everything, but he has 2 drones leading the way for him. This is great. Great drone entry right now to get all the intel gathered, to get Yeti exactly where he needs to be. And it's flawless so far. But I'm wondering, are there any roamers on 2Faced currently? No, they're all downstairs.
No, they're all downstairs.
They're all downstairs. Yeah, this is their last hope. This is it.
I thought they were going to switch back to what they did on the first round, which was like use the Mozzie to try to get a little bit more aggressive.
This was solid in my opinion.
Yeah, that worked. I think they won that round.
But I'm wondering, like, is this just playing too careful? Not playing scared, but just too careful.
Yeah, that
could be the issue.
Because the problem is they still have a Buck, right? And there's no one upstairs to mess with the Buck and stop him from setting up to do the same exact thing he did last round, where he could just nade out the, actually potentially nade out 2 players here. Missed the first one though, so no longer a possibility.
I believe it was an ADS that went ahead and got rid of that. Another hatch opening over in bar, and it's just only a matter of time. Time dwindling down, 1 minute, 25 seconds now. 2Faced, unable to pick up a kill just yet, but the same is going to go for Disrupt. We see them all spread out right now. It's going to be 2 in Armory. Yeti opening things up with Buck.
He's a hunt. He's so close to finding that Cade. Oh, come on.
He wants it.
Almost got the Cade. We are going to see some of this get tricked. Second, a little bit too close on that one. In fact, we actually almost end up seeing the Bandit go down to that. Thankfully, he takes a pretty minimal amount of damage from the actual explosion. And again, we're going to see Yeti try to line up this nade angle. Oh, he's reading it this time, though. Nicely done by Creators. catches what was happening on the previous round and stops it. That doesn't mean that he's dead yet, though. They can more than likely get up here and res Yeti once he's in a safe spot. So they're still going to have a full 5-on-5. We've only got 37 seconds left.
There's no time left at all in Disrupt Gaming. They're going to have to find a way into the site right now. All players left alive. Yeti was able to get picked up, so he has a little bit of health. Is that going to help him out in a big, long-winded gunfight? Creators is going to be the one to end Yeti's streak.
Oh, great opportunity there to try to find a kill. Unfortunately, they miss it, and now they're going to be exposing themselves. You can see the shotgun through the wall, but it's not enough. And at the end of the day here, this is just 2Faced crushing it, the opposite of what we had in the previous round. There's no time left here for Spades. He's just got to push it, and there you go. That's going to be 2Faced closing out on their second round of this half. And their second defense here in the basement. They're bringing it back. They got to do one more after this, but they need to do it on another site, which they've not been able to do so far yet on this defensive half.
They're hungry, Blue. They're not trying to lose just yet. This could be it. 2Faced. They win this round. We're going to take this to OT, which means one team is going to have to win 2 out of 3 rounds. But 2Faced, baby steps. This is it right here. We're going to go down to CCTV and Cash Room. Roam play, anchor play, everything has to be crisp from this point on. We've seen star potential coming in from each and every single one of these players, whether it's from clutches or just playmaking ability. This is where it all matters.
We're going back to CCTV as well. So 2Faced, this is, in my opinion, a bit of a risky pick.
Yeah.
This is where Disrupt really started to get the lead and kind of took it away in their favor, but I'm assuming they're just really not confident in their gym bedroom play, so they don't have a choice. They got to go back into this site for a third time now.
The last time we've seen, actually, when we see 2Faced on this site right here, this is where they have struggled. This is where they've looked the weakest. But Butter still willing his way to this win with 15 kills right now. Right behind him is going to be Filthy and Creators. Great effort coming in from both teams, but this can be it. This could be the very last round 2Faced plays tonight. Thumbus as an entry fragger is going to be on Zofia. That's been his go-to lately. There hasn't been a reason to change it. There's a good reason why. But Kite is going to be in play, but not Bandit. And I'm wondering if Bandit going to be out of play because of the pressure coming in from Balcony, from the west end.
I mean, Filthy's been on it usually. And to be honest, like, Filthy hasn't been able to trick anything.
No.
Or just, you know, usually he gets forced away from the wall because there's too much pressure on the opposite window or some other factors forcing him out of the room. So I think it's a good decision to switch it out, to be honest here, because Crazy's, I think, had a lot more luck just tricking stuff with the electric claws, which obviously you can do that from range. You don't have to worry about, you know, something blowing up on your face in the process if you mess it up.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit less risk involved.
I believe I saw Filthy on Castle roaming in blue stairs. So, what now this placement is currently going to be. A little bit of explosions happening right now. Sounds like a Michael Bay film. We have hatches opening up to get in the site. And this is going to be the first challenge. Rainbow getting into CCTV.
Gonna pop open the wall here now after they got the charge out. A little bit of delay behind that, but again, there is no bandit, so they shouldn't really be able to trick that unless the Cade was in position, which, as you could tell from the explosion, he was not. So the wall into the site is now open.
All right. 2 minutes now. Disrupt 1 round away from winning this entire series. Becoming the first winners here in the Western Conference.
Wall already open at 2 minutes. It's a good sign. They're probably going to try to get another wall in Garage to try and make that push a little bit easier. A bit of spam coming in from Thumbus there, nearly connecting. I think the player from 2Faced is actually behind the wall, though, so he should be safe. But we'll see if he goes for that spam again.
Still 2Faced, leaving that opening wide open to Disrupt Gaming. Not a lot of pressure to go ahead and stop them. But still, heavy attacks coming in from the bottom end of Garage. The frag grenade to get rid of this castle barricade. It was successful. It's Filthy's in a roam around lounge right now. I believe it's going to be with Kai.
Filthy had a great angle there for a second. Unfortunately, no one from the enemy team peeked into it, and he kind of gave it up a few seconds later. So he's going to be forced back upstairs once again. Disrupt, meanwhile, are going to start droning things out. Again, time, not an issue here for Disrupt at all. They still have over a minute left, and they've got both the walls they need open. Good. I imagine they already have pretty good intel on the site, too, so they're like good to execute with a minute remaining.
First things first, got to get rid of Maestro. Maestro's going to be right above Rainbow. And kicking a frag. Oh, no, that's going to be a stun grenade. Just in a stun, stunning his own teammate. There you have it. Taking their time to go and get rid of Maestro. And there goes the first kill. Creators taking out Yeti, but the refrag is underway as Thumbus able to clean that up.
Never been able to use NA Flash in Rainbow before, but now we can.
There you have it. And now Garage is going to belong entirely to Disrupt Gaming. As Rainbow, he's going to run right over to CCTV towards the opening.
Rainbow trying to find the angle here now for his team to push back in. A lot of intel to gather, not a lot of time to do it, unfortunately, anymore. 20 seconds remaining. This is going to be a big push. I don't know if they're going to have the time to do it, unfortunately. Wasted a lot getting set up in the garage itself, and now they're going to jump in blind. Smoke's going to get in the way of a lot of this, too. They have to try and force the issue on the plant here, and it's still going down. Spades stops the first attempt to stop it. Thumbus gets lucky and finds Butters through the wall. The plant goes down. They force the issue, and now we're at a 1v3. Everything on Dream to try and stop this from falling apart. He's not even on the same level as the plant right now. Runs upstairs, trying to get in position to do something, but he's only got that SMG-11 to work with range. Otherwise, he's got to play on the M590. Easy access to cash. That wasn't the problem. The problem is everyone's in post plants now. They're so far away. Dream just doesn't have the gun capability to take any of these fights. He's got an instant headshot at everyone, and he can't get it done. Disrupt Gaming take control of the matchup, and that means they are our first team to go through into the conference qualifiers for Stage 3. They'll qualify for our West Coast conference qualifiers, meaning in about 3 to 4 weeks' time, we'll be seeing them back here on the main stream to play for a spot at LAN.
GG's in the chat and GG's all around. Disrupt Gaming. They're going to go ahead and move forward as Thumbus. He's going to be the MVP, and rightfully so. Thumbus went absolutely off. Thumbus was a beast, but also other... Tommy Golden. Butters and the rest of the players from 2Faced, I mean, they deserve a lot of credit as well. This was actually a really fun game. One of my personal favorites from USN in total.
Yeah, definitely.
But that last plan in default spot, my heart was racing because I was saying, okay, Pulse isn't in play. No one's underneath with a C4 at all. This plan is going to go down, and they can win off of this. Time wasn't on their side, but the placement of the defenders helped them win that game. They were spread too wide, man.
A lot of really good adjustments, I think, from Disrupt too, especially when it came to their defense. You know, changing up the strategies, constantly trying to keep 2Faced guessing. Things of this nature worked out really well for them, and then the attacks. I think when it came to things like their capability to breach was just unmatched compared to 2Faced, who constantly was having issues just getting walls open and things like that.
Yeah. So 2Faced leaving the opening for Disrupt Gaming to go ahead, walk in and take the win, and that was exactly what they needed. And here are the replays, and there are great individual plays coming in from players from both teams that I really love. Butters, Thumbus, Yeti, Spades, the list goes on. And this is what USN is really all about. I can't wait for Thursday. Thursday, we have a great set of games as well.
Got the East Coast team stepping up for the first time.
Woo. Can't wait, but this is a great start to Stage 3 right now. It's Disrupt Gaming, they almost made it in Stage 2. They're looking to do it this time around in Stage 3, and by the looks of it, after Roster Mania snagged away one of the scariest fraggers on their team, they seem to kick off like, you know, they never stop.
Yeah, and again, this is the ending moments right here. Disrupt having a little bit of problems getting into garage because that Maestro placement, they didn't have the best utility to get rid of him, but once they got in position, forced the issue on the plant. No one from the enemy team was able to push back in and stop that, and the post plants was just way too strong, unfortunately, for Dream to deal with at the end of the day. So they take it. Yeah,
so, I mean, my question was 2Faced, they were hit with the same type of attack going in the garage. Why wasn't there more support still? Lounge, I mean, nobody was there to help out Maestro, and it was rough to watch because you knew exactly what was going to happen. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump things off into the interview with somebody on the winning team. This is a surprise for me every time. I have no idea who I'm going to talk to. But it's Yeti! Yeti! What's going on? You know he's serious. He has the arm thing on and everything. He came to play. Yeti, congratulations. Wait, is that a Disrupt Gaming logo on it?
Okay. Yep, coming soon, baby. Coming soon.
That's dope. That's dope. I love the apparel. So, Yeti, congrats. You guys made it here again. We saw you last time in Stage 2, but your team looks different nowadays, okay? Can you tell us all about what happened with the departure of Mo Digga and the arrival of, it's Rainbow, right?
Thumbus and Rainbow.
Thumbus as well?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. So why those two?
So, Thumbus is a really talented fragger to help replace Mo. It's big shoes to fill, and he fills them quite nicely. Congrats to Mo Digga. That is the homie. I'm super happy for him, being on EG and everything. And then Rainbow, coming from Tunes. Pretty experienced guy, great guy. Really helps with the personality, keeps it up, keeps it light. And then he's a really solid support player to have. So, happy to have both him and Thumbus.
Yes, Thumbus, he was lights out tonight. I love that pickup. Amazing pickup by you guys. But I have a question because I was a little confused with the strategy that was thrown at you guys, especially on CCTV. Are you used to seeing CCTV just being open, just wide open, and the site basically being given to you guys with one player in garage? Was that interesting to you, or was that expected?
It's not really like surprising. Garage is really hard to hold because the rafters is really the only safe spot to play once the wall gets open. And then lounge, both walls are soft, and you can literally just sit in the staircase because we have people located at front door. So there's really not a lot of safe places to sit. And if it's coordinated correctly, people are looking at the right stuff, you really can't sit anywhere, and the trade should go in the favor of the attacker. It's something you can basically dry run and just kind of walk through it.
Pretty much. So Yeti, listen, I'm gonna make this about you right now, okay? I saw you at USN in 2018, my first time ever meeting you. You've been a beast ever since I laid my eyes on your gameplay. You have to be tired of the L's. You guys, you fell short USN 2018 after a great game against Evil Geniuses, by the way. Really close, could have gone either way. You lose Mo Digga. You're going through these roster changes. You weren't able to make it stage 2. Why is stage 3 gonna be different this time around?
I mean, we just wanted more. Honestly, it's like, you're right. I am sick of losing. I haven't had like the most extravagant career. I get passed up a lot when opportunities come, and I'm just trying to make a name for myself. I'm trying to help my team get where they're trying to be. We all have the aspiration to make in Pro League, qualifying for USN, and being up there in Rainbow Six. And that's all we're just trying to do, is just trying to get up there and get the bag.
Right. So Yeti, I'm gonna give this time to you to go ahead and say thank you to the Disrupt Gaming fans out there. You guys were up by about 30% in the polls. Everybody rooted for you guys to win. So go ahead and tell the Disrupt Gaming fans out there how you really feel about them.
To the org and the fans, y'all are all GOATs. In my personal streams, y'all are all supporting me personally. Y'all are supporting the team on just an insane level. The org does literally everything for us. For being like a Challenger League team, they do so much as far as exposure and support and just pure love, man. They do so much. Disrupt deserves to be in Pro League, and we're trying to get them there. And the fans deserve it too. We're grinding.
Make it happen, Yeti. I believe in you, man, all right? So, Yeti, we'll see you again next time here at the U.S. Nationals. Until then, listen, watch the VOD, get ready. I want to see you guys successful, okay? Go ahead and keep gunning, and I'll see you later, man.
Better, Billy. Have a good one, man.
All right, you too. I love Yeti. By the way, Yeti has a brother, Yito, and
that's not his name, is it?
It is.
No.
It is funny. They look so much alike.
That's hilarious.
They have the long hair. They're both tall and like caveman-esque with the muscles and everything. It's crazy.
That's great.
The genes are strong. The genes are really strong. But yeah, Disrupt Gaming, they won. I mean, is that a shocker or kind of what we expected?
No, I think we could have seen either team coming out of this one at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Should have been able to see either one win this one. So both pretty similar calibers. But it's time to talk about our MVPs for this matchup. But I'm going to let you go first for this one.
Me? So I told the producer I wanted Thumbus. If not Thumbus, definitely Spade. So what are... Did you pick Thumbus?
No. I got
Thumbus, yes.
Yeah.
Thumbus. So Thumbus was phenomenal, man. He was a playmaker. Whether it was a 2Ks or 3Ks, his explosiveness really opened things up for Disrupt Gaming. And whatever you thought, they were in a scenario where, hey, all is lost. They're not going to win this. Thumbus showed up. He's a standout to me. He's my MVP pick. Thumbus, you're a GOAT.
Mine is actually a player from the other team. I picked Butters for this one. Because I think Butters did really well, despite everything that was thrown against his team for this matchup. I think that he had phenomenal impact, especially in that clutch attempt there, where he had that really nice scope in on the sidearm there for the Cade. But overall, throughout the course of this match, I mean, you can see, 92% cost over this one. Man was on fire and still deserves my MVP pick for the effort he put up, even though his team unfortunately did not win this one.
I want to see them again next time. This was the type of series where I took a look at both teams. I'm like, I want both of them to win. Just draw it out until the end of time. That's what I want. Take a look at overall the stats. Thumbus went off. Butters went absolutely insane to Sophia and Jaeger. And, yeah, the Zofia mains showed up today.
Yeah, Zofia mains, Jaeger mains there as well in the case of Butters. But overall, I think a great day for both teams. I think 2Faced is going to have to go back to the board a little bit, take a look at some of the things that may have gone wrong, especially mid-round stuff. I don't think it was a lot of strategic issues necessarily from 2Faced. I think it was more just a lot of mid-round stuff that obviously you're going to have a rough time changing that mid-game because a lot of it's determined by your opponents too. But definitely something they can look back on the VOD and hopefully improve on next week. Very close in the stats department, by the way. Look, this is almost neck and neck. The only thing that's making a difference there is the clutch factor. When you look at Disrupt, 2 clutches to none. And that, I think, was the big difference maker. That and obviously this is going to show up on stats, but again, the breaching capability.
I agree. One thing I do want to say, I just want to throw it out there. You take a look at some of these rosters, and we see different iterations of the same rosters every time we're on USN whenever a team loses. My message to 2Faced, you guys are really, really good. Don't make any changes. Practice, watch VOD, get better, and we will see you guys next time. But that's going to be it for me and Blue today. So Blue, any last words to the fans?
No, that's about it, folks. So thank you guys very much for tuning in for our first broadcast here of Stage 3 of US. I almost said Season 3. We're going to be back on Thursday at the same time with our East Coast matches, so be sure to tune in then. But for now, that is it for this evening. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here at USA.